What is up, friends? It's Bodbender Orange, and today we're going to be doing a deep dive on the Armorizer known as Magneous, the one that was introduced to us via PulseCon. Let's go. Alright, if we're going to talk about his backstory, a lot of folks have been comparing them to the Rock Lords, which I think is an appropriate comparison. But truth be told, beyond the whole turning into the Rock gimmick, I don't really think they share too many similarities. Hasbro did give the Rock Lords a shout out, I mean, considering the whole GoBot universe is a part of Transformers now in Hasbro. But in terms of, yeah, like I said, their similarities, yes, they do turn into rocks and things like that, but the Rock Lords didn't turn into like vehicles; they just turned into rocks. And yeah, so actually, the more I think about it, I like to think of the Armorizers as a potential evolution of the Rock Lords. That they used to just be rocks, but now that they turn into vehicles made of stone, and I like that a lot. And by the way, this guy's rad, dude. Double face, get out of here, dude. This is tight. Um, but yeah, yeah. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, when I first took a look at them, I was a little bit on the fence, but the more and more I looked at them, the design and how it all came apart, I started becoming a fan and I started really, really appreciating the design aesthetics and the details and everything. And you can see that there's a lot of like hidden and also blatant 5 millis hidden. Like these things over here, these are fives, like these are fives, these are fives, and all the things that he's holding and how he's connected, these are all fives as well. So I'm kind of looking forward to it, and I do love this gradient, like weathering on the rock thing. I like that the multi tones that you kind of see. So at first I wasn't, but I'm kind of feeling him. And when I saw this, I was at first I was about to dismiss him because I was like, dude, I think this is just like some rock scrap hook. And yeah, he kind of looks like him, but then the more and more I took a look at him and how the robot breaks down, which I'm about to show you in a second, I realized they're quite different. And so over here, all right, so this is the back of the box for Magneous, and you can see that this is how the car breaks down. They haven't shown one additional piece where it comes apart, but I'm about to talk about that in a second. So you can see that this is the base chassis. This is the top of the car that becomes the shield. The arms over here, they pop out separate, and I believe the arms have, like they don't have tires embedded on them because the tires are part of the chest. They do have these little frilly things, these tassels. I don't know. They just seem to be for aesthetics. I'm not sure if they, and I'm sure you can use them for whatever you want, but yeah. I thought this was interesting. These appear to be the tires, and they look like they're independent of the legs. You could probably keep them on, but it looks like you can take them off. And then that we have the little axe bit, which also serves as a crowbar, as not crowbar, crossbow that I've seen in some of the other pictures. But what's unique is I think this back section, I think this actually comes apart, and they don't show it here, but I do believe it comes apart, and I'm about to tell you why. When you take a look at this over here, I think this is the back. I think this whole thing over here, at first I thought these were the feet or something, but I believe that this is the back kind of folded up and it's plugged into that little pickaxe thing. And here's the arm. I'm not sure why they didn't use the other arm. It probably would have fit in the same place because I believe Animated Bumblebee has two ports on the back, but maybe it just didn't look good on the picture because this would have been kind of obscured if we had it right here. And then of course he's holding that shield. So this is pretty cool. It's not that bad in terms of how they armor up. So I guess that's the whole gimmick, armorizers, right? And so yeah, it's pretty cool. 40 years, man. I'm a fossil because I've been around for all of this. Okay, so further credence where I was talking about how this bit being removable, and not only is it removable in alt mode, yeah, it can come apart in bot mode, but I do believe the bot requires this to connect. And so despite it being removable, yes, in this kind of like mode where you're creating the super pickaxe, I don't think you can have the super hammer battering ram thing when you're in bot mode, and I'm about to show you that. But yeah, everything kind of stores back over here, so I think that's really cool. And man, just look at this design aesthetic. Yeah, I'm liking it. The more and more I see him, I like him. And even this over here looks like it got some like teeth or something, That's pretty rad. And great job, by the way, Hasbro. And this background I think is really neat. So you can see over here. So we have the pickaxe, but I've looked for pictures to see if he has the giant mallet attached on top, but I can't find any. So I'm pretty sure this bit that we're seeing in the back over here, that's the part that folds up and becomes the top of this. And so therefore, unless you have two of these dudes, I don't think he can wield basically the super axe, and that's totally fine. Yeah, but man, he looks nice. He looks nice. He looks nice. We're almost at the end of the slide, so let me just kind of go back to the dissected. picture when we take a look at this. There are some elements that do remind me of Scraphook in that like the arms come off, but they don't necessarily become anything else other really than like arms. Scraphook we were able to use his arms to become kind of these like shoulder pauldrons, and I'm hoping we can do something similar here. But yeah, it's really hard to tell just based on these pictures, so I'm hoping that once I get him in hand, hey Hasbro, if you got an early copy, yo, send it to your boy, you know what I'm saying? I'll help you market that. I'll help you market that, babe. I almost said a bad word. I'll help you market that stuff. But yo, if you got an early copy and you want to hook your boy up, I'm right here. I'm right here. Mark, Evan, B-Mac, all of y'all. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that shameless self-promotion. But yeah, I'm curious to see if these turn into the traditional, you know, like feet will turn into like feet boosters sometimes. And so looking forward to see, yeah, what kind of interchangeability and what type of builds we can create with this guy. But overall, I'm pretty excited. I'm excited anytime they introduce more guys and gals to the whole build former gimmicks. And so, yeah, pretty stoked. Yeah, really cool. I like the designs a lot. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Look, see how this over here has this kind of like rock tone, this kind of like a different shade. Here it does not. Maybe these are early production samples because yeah, this is all just one gradient of gray, other than the highlights on the windows. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, we saw this, and so yeah, so what's my verdict? Yeah, you know what? For right now, thumbs up, yeah. And this guy we'll have to kind of talk about. He kind of looks like Combiner Wars Groove, and I'll talk about him separately. And he has this long handle thing over here, and that's because his alt mode, he kind of turns into this motorcycle stick. I don't know how I feel about that completely, to be honest, but I think we could utilize him in our own ways. Perhaps we'll turn him into like a limb or something, but I am interested to see this. This seems to have some type of connectability. Maybe there's a 5 to a 3mm conversion or something, but I don't know. But yeah, we've seen so many like organic and like inorganic, like machine like transformers before, but now we get rocks. And so cool. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, friends. What are your thoughts on the Rock Lord? Ooh, not Rock Lords, the Armorizers. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. And again, thank you always for watching. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye bye.